Always looking for a different place to make videos that is quiet. And this place is quiet, but it's very hard. Um, the Central Park right now is full of pigeon shit and dog shit. So I couldn't really sit down on any of the chairs. And but I'm very grateful today to think about what I want to talk about is purpose. And I think everybody needs a purpose in life. And I know that almost everybody that I know that is retired is basically tired. And they're just waiting. They're putting in their time until they die. Okay, this is not really needed. You can see that last night, Donald Trump, at 78 years old, won the presidential election for 2024. And he had a purpose, and it was a very clear purpose. He wants to make America great again. He wants to stop the immigration of the illegal people that have no respect for the law. He wants to, one of the greatest things he ever did was move the American embassy from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem as a way of saying to Israel, we support you. And what you see is that he's a controversial figure, but controversial figures. I was watching, of all people, President Nixon talk about purpose, and he says the most unhappy people on the planet are in, the southern part of France, sitting there doing nothing all day, drinking all night, drinking all day, and doing it. This is kind of the Diddy type of world. The guy, I don't know anything about this rapper, but I know that J-Lo, Jennifer Lopez, was one of, and this is the whole problem with the elitist Hollywood group, is that they are just a bunch of debaucherous things. Some of them got some really good skills, that almost a sociopath skill of trying to pretend they're somebody they're not. Okay, but I want to say that what I used to go up. I used to have this friend, Doug Adams, and I would drink coffee with him most every day. I was in Lake Athlone. He's a very eccentric man, a very, very unique man. And I would say, Doug, what did you do today to make the world a better place? And he would stammer and he'd stall. And he really couldn't answer that question. And it's really one of the best questions you can ask a person if you really care about them and you love them or you want them to do better. You can say, what did you do to make the world a better place today? So what am I doing daily is my biggest thing that I would like to explain to people that I do is I try to give people hope that are in a hopeless situation, okay? When you're living in a place where, a lot of men in the United States, most divorced women and divorced men in the United States are hopeless. They have no more hope of love for the rest of your life, and that's just silly. You need, as my friend Jeff said, Andy, you're in a bad market. One time I was talking about Fort Wayne, and he says, it's just a bad market. Everybody's married here, and it's kind of over. But if most people are incredibly happy if they have the purpose of having more money that they earn in a week than they spend. A wage slave likes that. Don't think that they don't want to be a wage slave. They want to go earn money and spend all their enjoyment spending money. I will testify that the more money you have, the more money you spend, the less the unhappier you are, because there's no purpose to spending money. But I would always like to, somebody's got on their blender up there, right? I'm going to go up there and, I'm right down the hill from where I buy a lot of vegetables. One of the greatest benefits of living in other countries is I can buy one beet. I can buy 2 bananas. I can buy just 1 potato if I want to. And this is really the better thing for the world than buying things in packages, okay? But I used to ask Doug every day, what did you do today to make the world a better place? And if somebody comes up, ask your friend, this question, because isn't this the reason for living? I mean, anybody that's a Christian, I think, should be asking everybody this question: what did you do to make the world a better place? This is purpose. And there's a really good quote from Richard Nixon, of all people. If you go Richard Nixon purpose, and you'll see a YouTube video that's only 1 minute, really excellent. But you need to do something today to make the world a better place. And so I am always inspiring people, trying to inspire you to realize that you could choose where you live. Anybody that's living where they are for money is just a person with no purpose. They're going to have trouble when they quit their job because their purpose is given to them by their boss. You don't want that. You want your purpose given to you by your hobbies, by the things that you care about, by the children you have, by the families, by what you accomplish in life. What did you create? I'm laughing. I just created I'm really excited. I always get too excited, but I get excited before I finish a thing. But I made a special weight that I could carry with me in my backpack. I'm hoping to get another one sewn. The lady that sews here is just only working for money. She doesn't really care about what she's doing. And really hard to find people that actually care about the quality they do. I always remember the quote, how you do anything is how you do everything. But when you find somebody with purpose that really cares about what they do, then you've got a good day, okay? But if you can make the world a better place for another person, that is it. There's a thing in Alcoholics Anonymous that they kind of tell you that when you're having a bad day, go help out other people, because that is the purpose that makes you feel better. But do something to make the world a better place. And I want you to go ask your best friend next door, how did you make the world a better place today? I want you to do that. I'm serious. This is not a game. I know some of you just like to hear my voice, but go ask your best friend, what did you do today to make the world a better place? Did you do anything to try to evolve the planet to a better world? I'm constantly trying to invent things to do it. But my message normally is you can choose a better place. You don't have to go move away from where you live, but you can always choose many different places to live. And truly, if you want to be a really intellectual, geopolitical, intelligent, empathy person, you need to empathize with many, many cultures. And that's what I get to do. I get to empathize with things. But we were really fortunate that Donald Trump lived last night, because the United States has been replaced by some weak people. Weak men create hard times. Now this is I really do want a woman president, because I right now Nikki Haley's not going to be it, but maybe Tulsi Gabbard. But weak men create hard times. And this is what would have happened if Kamala, we would have had incredibly hard times, because she was going to convert the whole United States to this anything goes, Jennifer Lopez, Diddy, sex, blah, 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 have an abortion anytime you want, any age. I mean, this was really kind of a sick thing that they wanted to do, is say, instead of qualifying about abortion and saying under 3 months or something, they were just saying abortion on demand in a way. And this is really debaucherous. But hard times create strong men. Strong men create good times. Good times create weak men, and weak men create hard times. Hard times create strong men. I've had a very tough life. Right now, I am broke. I'm laughing because I've never had a better time in my life, but I am broke, only living off my Social Security, which is, well, I kind of maneuvered, but there's a kind of a story. It's right up to $669 plus my Patriot. So I'm living right around $800 a month, and I can live anywhere on the planet. But the thing that I learned yesterday is the only thing necessary for triumph of evil is for good men to do nothing. And I was really fortunate yesterday that good men recognized that we had evil among us. And I mean, when you're looking at any person, okay, I want you to ask yourself, what does this person create? And if it's not an obvious thing, if they're running for election, okay, there should be something obvious that they've done to make the world a better place. Even Ronald Reagan made a lot of very inspiring movies, okay, and he really, Star Wars was basically what bankrupt Russia. He spent until they couldn't spend and basically bankrupt them. But we want a president, we want a leader, we want any of our friends to do something to make the world a better place. So today, I challenge you. I really challenge you. Don't just listen to me. Go ask your friend, what did you do to make the world a better place? And when you wake up this morning and you look in the mirror, ask yourself, what did you do today to make the world a better place? And if nothing else, what I did today is I proposed and I provoked and I ask you to do me a favor and try to make the world a better place. Because if we're not making the world a better place, we are really just making it a worse place. And some people have no purpose in life, and this is why a lot of people over 50, over 55, they can't sleep at night. They're basically spending their whole time wallowing in they try to entertain themselves to death by either watching YouTube videos or I don't know what they do all night, but they buy things. They never stop thinking about things they're going to buy. And the worst entertainment you can have in life is buying. That's got to be the worst, most idiotic way to do it. Family is everything. I was laughing because that Waltz guy was insinuating that something about Elon Musk. And Elon Musk is a family man. He's got 13 kids. Not saying he's doing it the best possible way, but he does. I'm Andy Lee Graham, and I've lived in 113 countries, and I'm a reporter. I'm a witness to what happens in the world. And I'm really sad about the weakness of the United States. It's became a very naive country. I didn't vote because I don't really want anything to do with the United States other than to just talk about it in a third thing. It's no longer my country in a way. I'm going to live anywhere I want to live. And you are free. And this is the greatest freedom that we have had for the last 20, really since about 1965 when they started the first international transatlantic flights or whatever. I mean, until 1960, something like that, when they started Pan Am or something like that, we couldn't go. It was very difficult to travel the world. Now, with these international flights, you can be anywhere and do anything you want to do, and you don't have to. You don't have to suffer. You don't have to have this learned helplessness that your life is never going to be better. This is really not the way to live your life. Life can always be better. Sometimes you have to change the game. Everybody needs a playground and somebody to play with. I've lived in 114 countries and I've been doing this for 26 years, and I'll be doing it till the day I die. Now I'm really getting super cut, pumping up my body because I'm gonna have abdominals, or, 6-pack abs pretty soon because I need to get in top shape to take on the world so I can conquer my planet. I can't do this carrying around a 40-pound backpack and a 20-pound front pack. I carry 60 pounds when I go around, and I have what I need to live. I'm not on vacation like you guys that want to carry a little bit of nothing. I live as a traveler, so I have certain minimum things that I like to have. Most of it are toys, though, things that I play with. I've always got 2 or 3 inventions inside my backpack. It takes a lot of work to collect all the things. I'm going to make a couple videos today. I'm going to try to show you. I'm always trying to show you the effective way to get something done. Okay, I'm Andy Lee Graham. Have a good life. And we've dodged a bullet by Kamala. Kamala would have made the country incredibly weak. And weak people will destroy the country. Tough men. Look at what Donald Trump went through. He's a strong man. I mean, he's got 80. They've got 80 different times they used the judicial system against the guy. This is evil. I mean, this is just overkill. Then calling him all these names, that was just silly. Anybody that believes that stuff is silly too. I mean, if you believe that what MSNBC says or the Atlantic magazine or whatever, or the New York Times or all these losers are talking about, you are a loser. And I have no problem calling you a loser to your face if you want me to. I'm Andy Lee Graham. Some people are losers, but the whole United States isn't. 85% of people are good, but 15% of the people are destructive forces. Ask your best friend today, what did you do today to make the world a better place? I'm Andy Lee Graham. I'm hoping I made you have a better day.